Hey guys, it is Erin. If you were wondering why I look really different now to how I look for the rest of this video, I actually already shot this intro, but it was completely out of focus when I went to edit it, so I'm jumping back in to do it again and bringing you this video where I'm showing you 3 different looks that you may have seen walking around Woodstock in 1969. If you guys like this content, please leave a like, a comment, and subscribe. It really helps me out. It makes me aware of the fact that I'm making stuff that you guys are interested in. Thank you so much for watching. Let's jump into the video. For this first look, what I really wanted to do was create something that was really easy for people to do in what presumably would be something like Woodstock. Keeping in mind that it's like so different to Coachella, where Coachella I feel is now more about what you're wearing than it actually is about like who's playing. Because I feel like the last time I really paid attention to like who was performing at Coachella was when Beyonce was performing, and that's because it's Beyonce and she always brings like such an amazing performance. After your skin is nicely moisturized, you're gonna get a really light coverage. I'm just using a BB cream. Like if you use like mineral foundation or powder foundation, that would also work here. You really just want something that's super duper lightweight, because we're essentially doing no makeup, no sponges, nothing. I'm not even gonna try and use a brush in this. I'm gonna use a brush for my eyebrows because it's impossible to it's pretty much impossible to do your eyebrows without a brush and make them look somewhat decent. So we're gonna have to use a brush for that. You guys been wearing makeup like just during the day, during isolation, during quarantine? I've been wearing eyeshadow and like doing my lips and stuff like that, but I have not been wearing foundation. But once that's all blended and you look slightly more alive, I'm gonna go in with a little bit of bronzer. And this is just to make myself look a little bit more athletic, like actually go outside. Not even gonna try and use a brush. If you guys wonder why I like whisper talk in my videos, it's because I live alone, so I don't usually like talk, if that makes sense. Like I don't like usually talk in my house, and it feels really weird to like talk normally, so I just turn my microphone up really loud so that it picks up like me talking like this. But that's why it kind of sounds like I'm like weirdly whisper talking in some of my videos, because I pretty much am. I'm gonna take my lime crime palette and I'm gonna put this on my finger and literally just smear that into the crease, because this is just about defining the eyes slightly. And I'm using a cool tone brown because I have very white blue toned skin and I want it to look as natural as possible. I was talking to my mom about this video because my mom grew up, she was a teenager, early 20s in the 70s, and I was talking to her about makeup and I was like, so like, what did you wear? Like, what were you doing? She said, Erin, the first time I used a brush was when you were doing my makeup when you were like 12. And I was like, are you for real? And she said that all they had back then were like those little sponge things for your eyes, like where you would pick up the powder, and they like the oval looking, they were so bad. I remember using those in like my kids makeup sets. And then just to do a tiny little bit of eye highlight. Highlight was not at all a thing, but these are inspired by, and I want to make them wearable for today. It's so funny because like looking in the viewfinder, I'm like, I look the exact same as when I started this. And then the final step, apart from brows, is we're gonna double duty a product. I'm gonna use a lip and cheek tint. So cheeks, because we gotta look healthy, we gotta look glowy. And I'm neither of those things, so makeup. And then I'm literally just gonna do the same thing on the lips. that is the first look. Oh, my eyebrows. The second look, you're pretty much gonna take the eyes off and the lips off. We're gonna leave the base because this look is kind of based off of the very, very classic 60s like little line, but I'm gonna do it a little bit differently and make the shape a little bit different. I think what's really important to know about this traditional cut crease is that everybody's crease is different. Everyone's crease is in a different depth. What somebody else does may not actually work for your eye. Let's jump in. I'm gonna bring you a little bit forward for this eye look because she's tricky. And then I'm gonna take the same shadow from before. I really love Divine for me because it's a really good cool tone. And directly in your crease, I'm gonna just buff that. Be really gentle with your eyes. I see a lot of people like digging the brush in there and like really like aggressively blending. Your eyelids are like one of the most delicate parts of skin on your body. You don't need to be jamming away at them. And now I'm going to use black. You can also use a like softer brown if you want, but I really like the definition of the black. And just above, I'm going to start sketching a line. I start going up a little bit because that's, as you can see, like when I rest, that's unrested, that's rested. When I rest my eyes, it disappears. I like to bring it down and out slightly. So there's like a gap between my eyelash line and the flick. Try and aim it in the center of the diffused eyeliner that you just put down, because that's going to really help create the illusion. Boom. And now I'm going to add a whiter shadow on the inside of my lid. And now, of course, you need the underlashes. Buff and blend. So these, I just look again, get the mirror underneath. Now I have quite big eye bags, or like a puff of skin. So I have to oftentimes pull my eye down. And what I do is like a little triangle like that. I like to do 3. And then if you wanted, you could put false lashes on. But because this is supposed to be what you would do at Woodstock, we're not going to do that. Because I don't think anyone was taking false eyelashes to Woodstock. And now lips. We're going to use, first of all, a lip liner. And I'm just going to overline slightly. I'm going to go in with a much, much darker liquid lip and just do the outside. This is a little technique that I like to do because I feel it blends everything nicer. And I'm just gonna pat that color in, and then of course add gloss. So I don't like to ruin my gloss tubes, so I literally just get the gloss, put it on my finger, and that's that, honey. And I'm just gonna apply it in the middle of my lips. So this last look is, I'm kind of terrified of it. I'm pretty sure it is going to mess me up. This is what I'm going to be trying to do on this eye. And I'm a little scared, but I also think that it's going to be okay. So I'm using a brown eyeliner to just, I guess, track out where I'm going. She has a much less defined nose bridge than me, so this is going to be fun. I think I've done it far down enough. Yeah, no, I haven't. Alright, so just gonna add a little bit. But there's 1, 2, 3, there's 8 circles. So I'm just gonna fill them in. And of course that's all blending into one because we haven't separated it with blacks. But before we do that, I'm going to go in with, this is a green. Now I have no doubt that this is a green paint. I don't have green paint. So instead, I'm going to use eyeshadow. So I'm going to take this shade Wasabi, this green here. And I'm literally just going to start packing that on. Now if I was a normal human, I would have done the whole green and then gone in and done the blue, but I'm not, like, my brain didn't comprehend doing that. Once you're happy with the color like I am there, we're gonna grab our blue eyeliner again and just redo whatever we covered by being an idiota. And now we're gonna get, you guessed it, our angle liner. So we're gonna circle out the blue spots. Just going real slow. Even though my camera's dying, I'm gonna ignore that. Okay, work. So pretty much my brain shut down here and I stopped being able to like make cognizant sense. So I'm just gonna do a voiceover. So with an angled brush, you're going to pretty much paint your entire lid space with the either black liner, black gel liner, or black paint. And then with the very, very thin angled brush, you're going to start drawing these really exaggerated lashes. You just want to draw them coming straight up, and then one that's slightly on an angle. It should almost reach the end of your eyebrow. Just go really slow and like take your time building this up. And then my camera cut, so the lash line is literally just a big thick bit of black, and you're going to draw those little triangles from the second look, but you're just going to make them darker and put 4 instead of 3. So the main point of this look is just take your time, be slow, be like, think of it more as a painting than as makeup. Think of it more as like a creative thing rather than something that's gonna like look stunning, snatched, all of that sort of stuff, because that's not really the point of this look. And all of those little fine touches are what's gonna really make this work.